Do you ever feel like you're on a treadmill in your relationship? You're putting in all the effort, breaking a sweat, but you're not actually getting anywhere, while your partner is just standing still. You're the one who makes the plans, starts the difficult conversations, and always apologizes first. You remember the little things, you bring up the future, and you constantly check in to make sure everything's okay. If you're feeling exhausted, invisible, and just wondering if you're the only one fighting to keep this thing afloat, you're in the right place. That feeling isn't just in your head. It's more than just frustrating. It's a massive red flag. Being in a one-sided relationship is incredibly lonely. You're caught between the love you have for this person and that creeping feeling of resentment because your needs just aren't being met. But here's the good news. Just by realizing this, you've already taken the first, most powerful step toward changing things. A healthy relationship should make you feel secure and seen, not drained and desperate. So in this video, we're not just going to name the problems. For each of the 7 signs we'll cover, we're also going to talk about one small, simple thing you can do to start getting your balance back. Sign number 1. You're the one who always initiates contact. Think about your last few texts, calls, or dates. Who sent that first message? Who said, "We should do something this week"? If you're being really honest with yourself, are you the one kicking things off every single time? This is one of the clearest signs. It creates this exhausting chaser dynamic where you're always pursuing them. You find yourself staring at your phone, just hoping they'll reach out, until you finally cave and send that, "Hey, how are you?" text. This isn't just about texting either. It's about planning for the future, bringing up important talks, and even initiating intimacy. After a while, you start to feel less like a partner and more like an applicant, constantly trying to get them to notice you. Try a little experiment. Just for a few days, stop initiating. This isn't about playing games or testing them. It's about gathering information for yourself. See if they reach out. The silence might feel loud, but it will give you a crystal clear answer about whether they're willing to step up when you step back. Sign number 2. You find yourself making excuses for their behavior. Oh, they're just super busy at work. They've had a really stressful week. They're just not a big texter, you know? If those phrases sound familiar, you might be acting as your partner's unofficial PR manager. You find yourself explaining away their lack of effort or their thoughtlessness, not just to your friends and family, but to yourself. It's a coping mechanism, right? It's easier to rationalize their actions than to face the hurtful truth that maybe they aren't as invested as you are. You end up loving their potential, the person they were at the beginning, or the person you hope they'll become, instead of dealing with the person who's in front of you right now. Try this for 1 week. Get a journal or just use the Notes app on your phone. Every time you feel let down or disappointed by something they did or didn't do, write it down. Write down exactly what happened, how it made you feel, and then write down the excuse you immediately made for them. Seeing that pattern staring back at you can be the wake-up call you need to stop justifying what's hurting you. Sign number 3, your needs always seem to land on the back burner. In a healthy partnership, your needs matter just as much as theirs. But in a one-sided dynamic, your needs are consistently ignored or dismissed. Maybe you've told them you need more quality time, but they keep prioritizing video games or nights out with friends. Or maybe you've asked for more support while you're going through a tough time, only to get a distracted nod. This isn't about them being a bad mind reader. It's about them not listening when you clearly say what you need. When this happens over and over, it can crush your self-esteem. You start to think you're being too needy or asking for too much. Let me be clear. You are not. Your needs are valid. Practice stating a need with a simple, "I feel" statement. It's a game changer because it's not an attack. Instead of, "You never pay attention to me," try something like, "I feel a little lonely when I'm talking about my day and the TV is on. Could we try to have just 5 minutes of tech-free time to connect?" It frames the solution, not just the problem. Sign number 4. You're always the one who has to compromise. Relationships are all about give and take. But when things are lopsided, you're the one who is always giving in. Your partner's preferences, their schedule, and their opinions always seem to win. Whether it's picking a movie, deciding what to do on a Saturday, or even making big life choices, the final decision always lands on their side of the court. They're just not willing to meet you halfway. If you feel like you constantly have to sacrifice what you want just to keep the peace, you're not in a partnership. You're living in a dictatorship of one. The next time a small decision comes up, don't automatically give in. State your preference, kindly but clearly. Try something like, I know you want to order pizza, but I was really craving Thai food tonight. How about we do Thai tonight and we can get pizza next time? It's a low-stakes way to start teaching them that your opinion counts, too. Sign number 5. You just feel drained all the time. Putting all your energy into something that gives you almost nothing back is exhausting. It's simple math. If you usually leave interactions with your partner feeling more depleted than you did before, that's a huge sign. This emotional burnout comes from doing all the work, the initiating, the worrying, the compromising, the emotional heavy lifting. It's a deep down fatigue that a good night's sleep can't fix, because it's not your body that's tired, it's your spirit. A good relationship should feel like your charger, your support system. If yours has just become another source of stress, the balance is seriously off. Schedule time for yourself. I'm serious, put it in your calendar. Do things that recharge you, either by yourself or with friends who lift you up. Go for a hike, lose yourself in a creative project, or just take an hour to read a book without interruptions. This will help you reconnect with who you are outside of the relationship and refill your tank so you have the strength to deal with the real problem. Sign number 6. You feel like you have to walk on eggshells. In a lopsided relationship, you can't be honest. You're constantly editing yourself, choosing your words carefully to avoid starting a fight or upsetting your partner. You're afraid that if you bring up something that's bothering you, you'll be met with defensiveness, or they'll just shut down, or, even worse, blame you. So you just swallow your feelings and let it go. But all that does is build up a wall of resentment. And even when you do try to talk, you get the feeling they aren't really listening. They're just waiting for their turn to talk or glancing at their phone. The relationship no longer feels like a safe place for you to be you. Ask for a specific time to talk without any distractions. You can say, "Hey, there's something on my mind I'd love to share with you. Can we set aside 15 minutes after dinner tonight? Just us, no phones?" Setting an appointment like this signals that it's important and that you need their full attention. It creates a better shot at having a real conversation. Sign number 7. You're starting to feel bad about yourself. This might be the most damaging sign of all. When your effort is constantly ignored and your needs are never met, it's so easy to start blaming yourself. You start asking those awful questions. Am I not interesting enough? Am I not worthy of their time? What am I doing wrong? This slow chipping away at your self-esteem can leave you feeling insecure and believing that you don't deserve a love that's returned in equal measure. A relationship should build you up. It should never be the thing that tears you down. This week, I want you to make a list of everything you love about yourself that has absolutely nothing to do with your partner. Write down your strengths, your passions, what you've accomplished, and the things your friends say they love about you. Read that list to yourself every single morning. This isn't silly. It's how you start to rebuild your sense of worth based on you, not on someone else's validation. It's a reminder that you are valuable, period. Okay, seeing these signs in your own life can be a heavy realization. So what's next? The point isn't to break up tomorrow, but to start addressing this imbalance directly. Real change only happens if both people are willing to show up. Your first step is to have a brave, honest conversation about how you're feeling. Use those "I feel" statements we talked about, focusing on your experience without pointing fingers. For example, lately I've been feeling lonely because it seems like I'm the only one making plans. It would mean the world to me if you would take the lead sometimes. Then you have to pay very close attention to their response. Are they defensive? Do they dismiss your feelings? Or are they listening, asking questions, and showing that they care? Their reaction will tell you everything you need to know about whether change is possible. From there, you have to set boundaries. A boundary isn't a threat, it's just you defining your limits. For instance, I am no longer willing to be the only one working on our communication. I need us to be a team on this. If they can't or won't meet you halfway, you have to start asking yourself if this relationship is truly good for you in the long run. Don't be afraid to seek out a therapist, either for yourself or as a couple, to help you navigate these talks. At the end of the day, you can't make someone fight for you. You can't force them to choose you, to put in the work, or to love you the way you deserve. That has to be a choice they make, every single day, just like you do. You deserve a partner who meets you halfway. You deserve a teammate, not a project. Realizing you're in a one-sided relationship isn't a failure on your part. It's an act of self-respect. It's the moment you finally say, I am worthy of more. If this felt like I was reading your diary, let us know in the comments. It's so powerful to realize you're not the only one going through this. And if you want more content on building healthier, happier relationships, make sure you like this video and subscribe. Our next video is all about setting firm but loving boundaries, so you'll want to check that out. Thank you for watching, and please, be kind to yourself.